Last Wednesday, El Garces, the super setter of Adamson, had a reverse sweep against UST in what was such a dramatic outing in Paco Arena. They look like they'll be carrying that energy today. They're going against the Ateneo Blue Eagles, who had a 5-set loss to UPIS in that same venue in that same day. Let's see how that energies transpire. We're 2 games down, 2 games here this afternoon. The UAAP Season 88 Girls Volleyball Tournament. It's the Adamson Lady Baby Falcons and the Ateneo Blue Eagles. And later on, to cap everything up, it's the UE Junior Lady Warriors going head-to-head against the UST Junior Golden Tigresses. Welcome, everybody, to our third game of the Sunday. My name is Jana Ejido. Very happy to have you with me cover such an interesting match. It's the battle of the birds, the Falcons and the Eagles. And let's take a look at the standings on where our teams slot. So at the top spot, the NUNS Lady Bullpups. And here we have the Adamson Lady Baby Falcons at second. If they win today, they'll tie NUNS at first. DLSZ, who just won a while ago, 3-1. UPIS Fighting Maroons 2-all. And USD 1-2. FEUD 1-3. Ateneo and UE still winless here in the tournament, but then again for Ateneo, still a chance to get their first win of the season here against who we consider a heavyweight for the tournament, the Adamson Lady Baby Falcons. That is Ella Gonsalvo, one of the reliable hitters for Adamson. She's raring to go on court today together with her fellow teammates. We're excited to see what that reverse sweep has done to them past Wednesday. They're gonna go against Dait of Ateneo, who's been such a steady force for the team. Of course, Ateneo, lovely history here. Their young history in this tournament. They're coached by Coach Babes Castillo. Dait, one of the leaders, their middle blocker. She'll be a force to reckon with at the net. We can't wait to see what the action unfolds for us here today on the Sunday. It's the Adamson Lady Baby Falcons and the Ateneo Blue Eagles going head-to-head in just a bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a first round matchup in the UAAP Season 88 Girls Volleyball. Let us meet the officials for this match. First referee, Larry Escorial. Second referee, Hilde Gia. Let us now meet the starters. First, for the Adamson University Lady Baby Falcons. Setter number 1, Elaine Garces. Outside hitter number 4, Cristal Martin. Middle blocker number 5, Jana Dizon. Outside hitter number 9, Ella Gonzalvo. Opposite hitter number 13, Francesca Adam. Middle blocker number 23, Cia Ordonio. And the starting libero, their team captain number 11, Megan Pineda. Coaching the Lady Baby Falcons is JP Ude. Let us now meet the starters for the Ateneo de Manila University Blue Eagles. Middle blocker, number 1, Gian Damian. Another middle blocker, number 4, Luan Atienza. Setter, number 5, Jonna Ahon. Outside hitter, their team captain, number 10, Jelena Dait. Another outside hitter, number 8, Ainsley Santiago. Opposite hitter, number 13, Aubrey Tai. And the starting libero, number 15, Thistle Shabat. Coaching the Blue Eagles is Raymond Babes Castillo.
Here are your starters for the Adamson Lady Baby Falcons: Adem, Ordonio, Gonzalvo, Martin, Tizon, Garces, and Pineda, the exact same that Coach JP Ude fielded in last Wednesday. Is here for Ateneo: Santiago, Ahon, Atienza, Damian, Tai, and Dait, with Shabat to complete both lineups for this match this afternoon. Adamson, once again, 5 sets against UST, a reverse sweep. Ateneo, 5 sets versus UPIS. Very, very dramatic defeat at the Paco Arena. And today we are here at the Blue Eagle Gym giving you some volleyball action. Still join us later on. And just like that, Adamson will get their first point of the match. Adamson, with their match today, that undefeated streak is on the line against the Blue Eagles, whereas it's the complete opposite for the Blue Eagles. They want to get win number 1, and a great attack by Atienza to even up the scoreboard. 1-all here in set number 1. It's Cristel Martin. She'll get us going. That's out. Ella Gonzalvo, one of the steady attackers for this Lady Baby Falcon squad, and she'll serve us an ace. Her first point of the match. And this time, with the help of the net there, back-to-back service aces for Ella Gonzalvo. Adamson with an early 2-point advantage. She goes back to the line. Another one. We are counting. Early timeout for the Blue Eagles by Coach Babes. Well, the Blue Eagle Gym is open to everybody, alumni included. Well, hello to Gia de Guzman and Miguel de Guzman, watching and enjoying the action here between Ateneo and Adamson. We hope you like what you're seeing. A great attack from Adem. Not the strongest of hits, but just outsmarting the Ateneo formation right now. Adamson expanding their lead here. Bumped it up to 5 with Gonzalvo on the service line. Tricky reception. They'll make it a chance ball for the Lady Baby Falcons. Garces. Adem. Santiago. Looks like that's short. Ahon Santiago, that angle was difficult. Just sent it straight to the antenna. She had to adjust a lot for that. Ahon. Santiago. Gan rather. Santiago this time avoiding the blockers, but Garces has other plans. No, kind of botched it there. Better chance for Ateneo. Another tricky angle to adjust to. And that's money for Sean Ordonio. Nine serving one. Blue Eagles need something here. And they do. They get that from Gian Damian. Ateneo down by 7. That's Ahon who'll serve. Great picking for Cheska Adem. Ahon. Titan. The chance for the Blue Eagles. Malabanan. They'll get that point. It's outside for Ainsley Santiago. It's Cheska Adem. She's had a few points already. Back with Adamson. Dizon. Could not get it past. And just too sharp an angle for Jelena Dait. Ahon to Dait. Out. Adamson, a 10-point advantage. That's massive here in set 1. Ahon, Damian with a push. Oh, great find for Cristel Martin. And this one's short for Cheska Adem. Serve going straight to the net. Could be a chance for Ateneo to capitalize. Gian Damian, she's on deck to serve. Dizon goes up to Martin and lands it. Ball finds the floor. Shabata's back for Ateneo, by the way. Oh, beautiful service ace by Cristel Martin. Just targeting Dait there. Not able to keep it up. Ahon, that was too close to the net. The lead ballooning to 13 points. Coach Babes calls for time. Cristel Martin. She's been serving for quite a while now. Adamson. Just delivering the goods here in set one. Let's see if Ateneo could bounce off that timeout by Coach Babes. Gonzalvo. Swipe, not quite. Chabat will send this over. Garces. Gonzalvo sent back. Dizon though outsmarts the Ateneo net defense. Jana Dizon, who's already a mainstay for the squad. Damian met at the net. Dait this time. That's short. Garces to Gonzalvo. It's still alive. Great defense from Ateneo, but Dizon. Jana Dizon once again. Magic from the net for Jana Dizon. I mean, just very precise and quick. Ahon to Aubrey Tan. Ella Gonzalvo. Could not connect there. Ahon's set was so close to the net that had Dait adjust so much. Either way, point is with Adamson. 21-4 now. That drops on the line. A perfectly plotted service ace by Cristel Martin. Just catching Dait off guard there. She's becoming the target for these serves. Very crucial to receive. This time it goes to Chabat. Santiago. Dug up by Pineda. Dizon. A chance for Adamson. Garces to Gonzalvo. Nailed it. Martin. Ahon. And this time, Gian Damian, Atienza rather, will break that Adamson run, breathe some life into the Blue Eagles. They're in their home court. Tan. Gonzalo going up. Gets denied. And Martin will find the line to send Adamson to set point. Luisa Del Prado comes in for Ateneo. Great coverage by Chabat. Garces. Gonzalo. Could this be it? Yes. And Adamson wraps set number 1. Nice and easy. Take a look at the score. 25-5 is how we're going to end set 1. More volleyball to come. Let's take a look at the set 2 statistics on your screens. Breaking down the 25-5 scoreline. 11 attacks to Ateneo's 2, 1 block apiece, 5 aces, and the disparity in the errors. But let's take a look at that attacks once again. Adamson just pumping up the offense against the Blue Eagles. But at least they're at par in blocks. I know Ateneo's middle blockers are very, very effective. Gian Damian and Luan Atienza. They have Adamson has 5 aces as well. And just targeting Blue Eagles on the reception. But it's the 9 errors that Ateneo also gave away that they could learn from here in set 2. Adamson played absolutely clinical, only managing 2 errors in that entire set. A new set is a new set, Ateneo. I wonder what they talked about during the timeouts. Better serve from Diet, by the way, to start things off. That'll count as a service ace for her. And Javier will get that point. Coach JP Ude fielding in more new faces here in the court. A different starting 6 for set 2 than it was in set 1. Castro will deliver a service ace. Adamson had 5 service aces in set 1. I wonder how many they are going to deliver here. A chance. There's a touch. That'll be a point for the Lady Baby Falcons. All the way to Santiago. Another free ball for the Lady Baby Falcons. They make the most of it from the middle this time. Early timeout from Coach Babes and the Ateneo Blue Eagles. Rian Castro. Another ace for Castro. My goodness. 5 serving 1. Better reception there. Ahon to Santiago. Blocked. And joust. They go to Javier. And Ateneo will get a point. That one was solid from Atienza. Santiago will send this over. Katigbak. And that's a little short. Another point for Ateneo. Atienza. Oh, that lands perfectly on the line. Beautiful find from Baloloy. Here's Baloloy. That's quite far for Tan. Ahon and Tan could not connect. Ahon. Ainsley Santiago. Yes! Got it. Javier. Ahon. Died from the back. Ooh, that was powerful. Lady Baby Falcons up by 4. Maya Javier. Service ace. Santiago and Dait not communicating on who will be getting that second ball. But either way, a sharp serve. It was a low serve. That was a hard get. Six-point lead for Adamson here in the second frame. Reception is out. Another point for the Lady Baby Falcons. And Ateneo will punch another timeout. Coach JPU there on your screens, the head coach of the Adamson Lady Baby Falcons. Very happy that I got to spend time with Coach covering Adamson. Remember, he told me his story. He was going to migrate over the pandemic, but then Adamson called if they wanted a post to help coach the girls' volleyball team. And he said it's such a miracle that it's come to this. Also worked in the men's volleyball team. And now he's the head coach of the women's volleyball team for Adamson in the collegiate level. But of course, where it started, the girls' volleyball program has produced superstars like Shaina Nitura, Faye Sagaysay, Red Bascon, who are already in the collegiate ranks. Ordonio will score that. It's Buhay. Damian. Kept alive by Adamson. Castro. Chance for the Falcons. Castro will try again. That's short. Straight to the net and a free point for the Blue Eagles. Castro. Cross court is good. Short serve. Straight to the net for Sean Ordonio. Aubrey Tan is on deck to serve here. Straight to Pineda. Got back to Castro. Back with Adamson. Castro again changes the angle and gets it. Cutting back. Targeting Chibat. Atienza. That's good to go for Luan Atienza. Cutting back. Castro. No. It's short. Javier Atienza. Buhay was there. Great chase from Pineda, but just too close to the net. Quite no room to adjust for Baloloy. Was situated closest to that spot. Ateneo trimming down this lead to just 4 points. Cutting back to Castro. Still could not get past. Ateneo mounting quite the chase here. They're benefiting from these errors of Adamson. Somebody's going to come back in. Castro will sit this one out. And Suerte will be taking over. Javier. Tan. Met at the net once again. Here's Suerte on the line. Oh! Tricky exchange there, but that's won by Adamson. And Coach Babes with some notes for Ty. A strong serve, overcooked by Suerte. Still quite a manageable lead to climb for Ateneo. Down by 4, 12 serving 16. Hits the antenna. A point for the Lady Baby Falcons. I too would like to learn, Coach. Count me as your student. Ahon to Damian. Javier was there. Buhay. Straight to Coach Babes. That was outside. And she knew that. Javier goes up. That was out for Maya Javier. Ateneo just 3 points down now. Still alive? Oh no! It was kept up by Santiago, but no one was there to keep it going. Missed opportunity there for Ateneo. Ahon to Damian. Javier. Buhay. Damian finds the donut hole. Cutting back. 1-2. Buhay. Serve. Damian. Way outside for Suerte. Serve is long for Gian Damian. Gifting Adamson a free point. They're at the 20-point mark. Dait. Katigbak will go to Suerte. Who this time will break the block. of Ateneo. Nobody there for the second ball. They're gonna pay for that. Coach Babes already used his 2 timeouts. He was gonna call for another. Instructed by the first referee. (22 serving 16). Here we go. Ahon, Damian, Atienza, sorry. Suerte. The tip is good. Adamson 2 points away from making it to a 2-0 set lead. Let's see how they do. A chance on their side. Baloloy. Atienza. Ball finds the floor. Juan Atienza, such a steady force for Ateneo. Suerte. Targeting zone 6. A beautiful finish. Set point, Adamson. Atienza. What a dig. They save a set point here. It's a net touch, by the way, on Adamson. I believe the call was on Balodoy. Use Dait. Targeting Buhay. Suerte! Yan ang suerte. A 2-0 set lead for Adamson. As we're going to end at 25-18. Different starting 6 is going to end that set compared to the 6 phases that won set number 1 for Adamson. Either way, 2 set wins or 2 set wins. 25-5, 25-18. Set 2 statistics on your screens. 12-5 attacks, 1-2 blocks, 6-0 aces, and more errors committed by Adamson than Ateneo did. 12 attacks to 5. Ateneo still has work to do in that department. And in the receptions as well. 6-0 in service aces. But Ateneo out blocking Adamson. Very good signs. They have such reliable middle blockers in Gian Damian and Luan Atienza, who are not only great net defenders, but are solid and effective, efficient on the attacking department as well. I think she heard me. Gian Damian will get the first point for the Blue Eagles from a block. She will be credited for that. Gonzalvo is back. Gonzalvo again. Ella Gonzalvo delivering the goods from the left pin. Does not make it past the net. 2-all this time. Ateneo started this off 2-0. Just a little recap for you. Adamson has 3 wins and no losses yet. Ateneo, no wins yet, 3 losses. Another point for Adamson. Damian denied at the net by Sean Ardonio. Early timeout from Ateneo. Adamson overtaking Ateneo. Ateneo had the 2-0 lead here in set 3. Adamson will make that 5-2. 5-0 run even after that timeout. Dait. They'll send this over, Adamson. That'll be a point for the Lady Baby Falcons. Gonzalvo. Ahon. Damian. Great dig by Gonzalvo. Adem. It's like there's a violation on the side of Ateneo. Ahon to Damian. Gonzalvo from the back row. Finding the empty spot in the middle. Adamson enjoying the 6-point advantage here in set 3. 8 serving 2. Damian. She says, I'll do you one better. Wherever there's no coverage, that's where they've been going. At least for these two teams. Luisa Del Prado will come in. Ahon. Martin getting a touch on that. And Adamson 6 right now, apart from Man. The exact same back in set 1. Martin tips it over. All the girls going to that same spot in the middle. Sean Ardonio Santiago goes up. Ordonio on setting duty. And Gonzalo with another point. Off the hands of Del Prado. Ordonio serve again. Ahon will set up Damian. Checked at the net. Santiago. And it does find the line for Ainsley Santiago. We haven't said her name in a while. Here's Ainsley Santiago. Another attack point. Cheska Adem. Adem. Damian against two blockers, so no coverage, or at least coverage wasn't enough. A service error now for Cheska Adem. Man, to Martin. Just too strong a spike for the hands of Damian, who initially had some coverage there. 14-5 is the score. Favor of the Lady Baby Falcons. It's very long for Del Prado. (15 serving 5). Ahon. Atienza! Got it! Here's Aubrey Tai. Short, and the short serve there for the Blue Eagle. Ahon. Santiago back row attempt. Kind of botched the finish. The service ace for Jana Dizon. Right in between Del Prado and Chabat. More players coming in for the Blue Eagles. Some subs as well on the side of Adamson. Here's Dizon serving. Ahon. Del Prado. Really tough angle. She'll send it wide. Ball still alive. Ordonio puts it away. That one's short for Tumanan. Service error, however. Jelena Daet is back on deck to serve here. A chance for the Blue Eagles. Who will Ahon go to? Luan with the runner. Just long. Great attempt though to try and do it. We love it when athletes make efforts like those. Castro this time. Oh, Daet could not send it over. Castro again. Buhay breaking that Ateneo net defense. Getting past the block and sending Adamson to match point. (24-7). Castro. It's outside. Not just yet. Here's Atienza. Man. The Buhay! For the kill and for the match. A stunning win by Adamson over Ateneo. The Falcons' Nest will take it here in the Eagles' Nest. A sweep. 25-5, 25-18, 25-8. Adamson getting a triumph here inside the Blue Eagle gym. And they're now tied at number 1 with NUNS at the top spot of the standings. 4 wins and no losses yet. The flawless run of the Lady Baby Falcons continues. And so will the search for Ateneo Blue Eagles' first win of the season. But what a game it has been for our winner today. Lady Baby Falcons, as you can see in the scores, 25-5, 25-18, 25-8. Set number 1 and set number 3 saw much of their first 6 play in comparison to set 2. Set 2, they also committed more errors. And set 3, they took note of those mistakes. And boy, did they deliver such a dominant win. And here's Cristel Martin, our player of the game, who's been delivering the goods for this squad all game long. Her presence was definitely so strong on the offense, getting lots of love and support from her teammates. We love a good jump shot. Ulit ka! You know. Just a joy. Lots of joy on the side of Adamson. They're going to relish that victory. Coming up next is the UE Junior Lady Warriors and the USD Junior Golden Tigresses right here on the UAAP Season 88 Girls Volleyball Tournament.
UST, one of the contenders this season, as you see Kimberly Rubin of the UST Junior Golden Tigresses will be going up against the UE Junior Lady Warriors, who will be led by their team captain Janela Mangajes. Two teams who are coming off losses, but UE still looking to break out of a rough stretch the start of the season. Welcome to the UAP Season 88 Girls Volleyball. Again, two teams with a slow start this season. UST facing two of the contenders as well in their first few games, NU and Adamson. Both teams are on top of the standings at 4-0. Meanwhile, De La Salle Santiago Isabel with a win against FEU Diliman Lady Baby Tamaros earlier, putting them at third seed, and USD at fifth seed currently with two losses already. They are needing a much needed win today to be able to keep up, and UE, of course, still looking for their first win. Ayala Straniero at your service. This is going to be an interesting one, as both teams definitely want to bounce back today. But some of the players that we will look at, you have Palaez on your screens, the leading scorer in their previous game, their five-setter loss against Adamson. She was that leading scorer, stepping up big. Tumake on the other side will be the player for the UE Junior Lady Warriors. Both players at the forefront of the offense of their teams. Something that we will look forward later on. Again, two teams wanting to bounce back. One team, UST, in the middle of the standings. Meanwhile, UE still looking for their first win. We will take a break. See you at the first set.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a first round matchup in the UAAP Season 88 Girls Volleyball. Let us meet our officials. First referee Antonio Espartero. Second referee Ray Galve. Let us now meet the starters. First, for the University of the East Junior Lady Warriors. Middle blocker number 1, Lei Soy. Playing as an opposite hitter, number 6, Amanda Hermoso. Center, number 8, Fergie De La Cruz. Outside hitter, number 10, Daisy Tomake. Playing as an outside hitter, their team captain, number 13, Janela Mangahis. Middle blocker, number 14, Vernice Hugal. And a starting libero, number 4, Kate Marin.